It is episode 5. We are one episode out from being forced to do deathmatch, so we'll see where everyone is standing. This is pretty much, you have 20 minutes to make your last-ditch effort. If you want to go to the nether, go to the nether.
Don't spend this whole episode like just fine-tuning, refining, filling out your loadout, then you are probably wasting your time for the most.
Wizzo going for gold. Let's take a look at what everyone else is up to. Let's head over to George, see what George has been doing. Of course, strip mining. George, one of the few people who's wearing diamond armor out the gate. Not that many people have diamond armor, it seems. We have Monkey, who's fully decked.
Sneaky is rocking a diamond sword.
Diamond sword. I'm pretty sure, if I remember the achievements from chat correctly, the only other people that do have diamond armor crafted is, I believe, Sofa. And, I believe Wizzo also has some diamond armor crafted, but not wearing it. Speaking
Monkey is in between Monkey and George. There's a full set of diamond armor.
Yeah. Speaking of the women of the UHC, let's take a look at Makashi and see what she's doing. Still underground. No one except, I believe, Wizzo.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't really visiting the surface.
Yes, I think Wizzo was the only person. Which
stands to reason, because the main thing we're after in this kind of game is going to be diamonds, and those are deep underground.
True.
But given that this is, of course, a UHC populated entirely by YouTubers and Twitch streamers, you expect them to be a bit more on the content line.
True. True. You would expect a little bit more exciting. Makashi, we have to remember, episode 1 had a very fantastic start. First person to get armor, if I remember correctly. First person to get armor. I believe she found a village right at where she spawned.
She spawned in a village.
Yeah, so she had the best start out of everyone. However, with how long Makashi has been grinding down here, we'll just have to see if it pays off. Makashi, of course, not enchanted at all, which is very surprising.
Not currently decked out in diamonds.
I'm pretty sure everyone else is at least enchanted. I think the only other person actually is George. Let me take a look at George. See, I believe George is enchanted at least a little bit. Yeah, George is fully enchanted. George is fully enchanted. Wizzo took a bat. Did take some lava damage from the bat, but is also fully enchanted. Monkey, of course, also fully enchanted. Sneaky, I believe Sneaky is also enchanted.
Enchantments are really gonna, depending on what enchantments these people have, could really make a difference. But I think I think that difference will be beaten out by the
Sneaky's having a rough time with the bats, but I believe Sneaky is. Oh, Sneaky's also not enchanted. Oh no, Sneaky is enchanted. I couldn't tell from the lack of light.
Sneaky is enchanted and has currently used an apple.
Yes, Sneaky did have a very rough time with those bats. Sofa is enchanted.
To use a golden apple to survive the bats. You know, it doesn't get much worse than that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Makashi is the only one. Even though the first person to really suit up is the last person to get enchants out the gate. We're gonna have to see if Makashi can hold on, because just because you don't have enchantments doesn't mean you don't stand a chance in this UHC.
The book says those that will be last shall be first.
Yes.
Hence, we will therefore be the winners.
Of course, yes, we are the true winners. Everyone knows in the UHC, it's the people who die first. Those are the real winners. Yeah. I'll pay someone 2 emeralds to kill themselves. Of course.
Yes, of course, in any well-orchestrated UHC, the living ultimately do not outnumber the dead.
It's true. It's true. We'll have to see what happens with Sneaky trying to bargain. We always do have one person that tries to bargain. It was worth a shot. Well worth a shot indeed. Sneaky, you can't help but commend him. As we take a look at this.
He has healed up considerably.
That's true. We'll have to see.
He's now actually in first place for health.
Yes. Very curious.
I will say George does know how to use lava in combat, so it remains to be seen how well that'll turn out.
Speaking of George, George did come across a spawner. Not sure. No, this is not the one that Sofa came across. Completely different spawner, a zombie spawner. So
that was a double chest, and she destroyed the spawner.
Yes. Some decent loot from what it looks like Wizzo might have gotten. We'll just have to see if that pays off in the end. could use that zombie grinder for XP, which it looks like that's what George is going to be doing. Hopefully, if George doesn't die to the zombie first. Taking a page out of Sofa's book, it seems.
A single mob spawner grinder for XP is going to be very slow, though.
True,
And we
but...
are, of course, in the penultimate episode.
It is true, but any XP is good XP in this sort of situation, because like you mentioned, Lying, this does come down to a battle of enchants, it seems, for the most part, with everyone pretty much being fully enchanted. It does come down to just who has the more powerful enchants, who has the durability, who has the stamina to go all the way. You can have protection.
We noted, however, that George's equipment is already in fully enchant mode, so consequently he's going to have to start crafting either an anvil or straight up new gear in order to start enchanting more.
True. If George wants to get more powerful enchants, we'll have to make another set, use an anvil to stack up. Sneaky taunting Mikashi, even though Mikashi said that they already have emeralds to their name. Good dirty talk. As we get set as we switch
Mikashi may be tipping her hat there, but saying that she doesn't have any diamonds.
True.
We'll swap emeralds for diamonds.
Just threw away 3! Oh no. Wizzo, very confident. If they're throwing away diamonds, very confident in themselves.
Well,
We'll take a
threw
look.
them away. I'm not seeing them. I can see 2 emeralds. What?
Let's take a look at Wizzo. Wizzo mining up. I'm guessing Wizzo's going back to the surface.
Maybe he's in need of more llamas. Who knows?
True. Llamas are very important. Actually, Wizzo isn't too far from where they were when we last left Wizzo. So, we'll have to see. Speaking of checking in on some players, let's take a look at what Monkey's been up to. It's been a while since we've seen what Monkey has been doing. Monkey actually looks like Monkey's in the same spot as well that they were in than last time we checked on them.
Yeah, I think this may very well be the exact lava pool we
Monkey's crouching. I wonder if Monkey suspects that someone's nearby. We're taking a look to see if there's anyone nearby. Doesn't look like it. We're just seeing some zombies, some skeletons, and some bats. Oh my. Sneaky regaining some health as we get set. Monkey also regaining all the way back to first place. Don't know.
He's got an enchanted diamond armor.
It's true, fully enchanted out. But with an
Monkey looks like he's taking every advantage he can.
Yes, very curious. I wish we had seen Sofa. Ooh, taking some damage. We'll have to check and see what Sofa got into. I'm guessing it was a bat. Ooh, some spiders.
Spiders
and
skeletons and bats.
Oh my.
And there is an Enderman here. Enderman can be deceptively dangerous, especially in games like this.
But Endermen are also very helpful in this situation. Ender pearls are very good to have in a UHC, especially 2 Endermen, even more useful. Sofa, of course, near a spider spawner, so spider does loot has not generated, so I can't see what's going on in that dungeon. Sofa going for
angered the Enderman. She needs to be very careful here.
Sofa preparing wisely. Will Sofa get the Ender Pearl? Sofa going in with the axe, a weapon of choice. As we saw in 1.9, the axe did become more powerful. Not picking up the Ender Pearl. Very surprising choice. Oh wait, hang on, Sofa's coming back.
I think she's securing the area before she gets too loot greedy.
True. Sofa surprisingly not going for the Ender Pearl. The Ender Pearl, a very, very helpful tool. Oh, going back, probably grabbing it.
That throwing the Ender Pearl will cause damage.
True, but I think in this situation, with Monkey being as stacked as he is, I believe it would probably be to her advantage to try to get away from that as quickly as she can if Monkey does go for her.
I don't think anyone else on this team has any kind of real meaningful advantage over Monkey. The best thing that they're going to try to do, I would say, would be to try and get him into lava.
Yes.
Slow him down, it will do a lot of damage.
I do agree. I think fire damage is really going to be the name of the game here if anyone wants to take out Monkey. Despite you have the durability of the diamond armor, fire damage affects everyone the same. Fire damage is to be quite blunt, a bitch and a half to deal with. We'll just have to see how that goes once we get to the final battle. Let's take a look at Wizzo. Wizzo back up on the surface, just going up mountains, and
Monkey trading down with some shots from a skeleton, it seems.
Wizzo exploring a mountain cave as we get near the end of episode 5, and we get set for deathmatch. As people may remember, when we started this series, this season, I should say, once episode 6 hits, everyone's going to be teleported in for deathmatch. So, at this point, everyone's got to make sure that they are at the top of their game. Wizzo taking...
He doesn't appear to have an enchanted bow. It's going to be real hard for people to deal with that.
True. Not very many people we've noticed actually have bows in this UHC, which is very surprising. Makashi...
few of them even have banners.
Makashi finally getting diamonds into episode 5.
She gets teleported. She's
It's true.
Instead.
Ooh, Wizzo, could their fortunes turn? They are coming up to a village. We'll see what loot.
But is it the village of Makashi?
That's true. Well, they are on the upper side, so let's take a look, and we'll have to see. Killing sheep for reasons? I'm guessing just for the experience at this point. Let's take a look and see what Wizzo's
There
fortunes...
are still villagers.
Yeah, there are still villagers. If Wizzo has emeralds, which I believe Wizzo does, could
Wizzo
get...
may in fact have dumped his emeralds on his climb up.
That's true. We'll have to see. Looking around for chests.
No, he's just murdering them.
Hey, if there's no chest to be heard of, I would be upset too. And no, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there is also a blacksmith here. So this is pretty much a, bar none, a not great village, unfortunately. Was hoping for fortunes to be in their favor, but it seems like that's not the case. Poor Wizzo. Let's take a look and see what else everyone's up to. Makashi, of course, did just get diamonds, so let's see what Makashi has spent those diamonds on.
She may in fact have only found the one diamond.
You know what? Going in with a diamond spade wouldn't be that bad of an idea if you can get some sharpness on it. Why not? A sharpness 1 diamond spade.
I think you have a differing idea to what a good idea is to me.
Hey, you gotta do it for the content sometimes, Lying. You gotta do it for the content.
We've watched 2 consecutive episodes that mostly consist of people digging through a big tunnel, and you think they're worried about content now.
Listen, we're the entertainers here. We're doing a good job keeping this content alive, as everyone else is just suiting up. Wizzo's still in their village that they found. Probably gonna stay there till the deathmatch starts. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, quite honestly. Easy protection. You don't have to worry about too many people coming out there your way. And you have a lot of buildings to protect your to shield yourself in. Sneaky.
Everyone will be moved when they get when the deathmatch starts. They will be spread around the spawning point again.
That is true. Sneaky.
No doesn't matter how confident you are in your bunker and such, you will be moved.
That is fair. Sneaky, doing a very smart strategy, protecting themselves with lava as they get their equipment set. This is actually turning to be a very close UHC with Makashi, between Makashi, Sofa, Wizzo, and George pretty much being the same health-wise. Speaking of which, we should take a look at Sofa, see what Sofa's been up to. Sofa hasn't had the best of luck in the last episode, taking a good amount of damage.
She dumped a lot of different potion arrows. She does appear to have discarded a healing arrow.
Very surprising.
Unlike George, she hasn't taken the opportunity to use that.
We'll have to see. An Enderman seemingly underneath Sofa. So if Sofa does want to get another Ender Pearl, probably in our best interest to go for it. Looks like that might be what she's not doing.
She's trying very hard not to look at him.
Very fair. If you do notice on tab, Sofa is having some connection issues, so we'll see if that comes to fruition in the deathmatch. We are getting close for time, so we should be seeing deathmatch coming pretty soon. We'll have to see what goes down. Let's take a look at Makashi, see if Makashi's doing okay. Makashi, of course, the underdog, essentially, in this situation. What are your thoughts on Makashi and her current circumstances? Do you think Makashi will make it through at least to the start of Deathmatch?
Well, I think there's no question that she'll survive to the start of it. I don't know that she'll necessarily be able to take the long game in terms of the deathmatch. Her lack of diamonds has been periling her this whole time, and she did take a lot of damage early on to the silverfish. And
True.
in doing so, she also displayed that she can seem to be prone to panicking in the midst of combat, and if you are not timing your swings properly, you will be dealing a lot less damage.
That is true. People do have to remember we are playing in 1.12, so that means we have the 1.9 combat mechanics, which, for those who don't know, favors a lot of strategic hits rather than the 1.8 combat of just spam clicking as hard as you can. There's a lot more strategy that comes to combat now in these later updates.
Dawn is rising.
Yes, Dawn is rising. Final day. With the final day approaching, that means one thing. It means the deathmatch comes with it. Everyone's regenning. It looks like everyone knows.
Going back up.
Everyone's coming back up.
Starting on a bad foot.
Sofa, Makashi, and Monkey all at a disadvantage. Everyone else at pretty much full health. Sneaky, Wizzo, and George at full health. So, as we get set.
How they've timed this.
Ooh, Makashi also going to full health. Sofa and Monkey are the only ones at a health disadvantage. We are getting set, ladies and gentlemen, for this final battle.
Here we go.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Deathmatch. Ooh, Wizzo coming across an igloo. A very rare find. Is this going to... And it's a special igloo indeed. With some, a guaranteed golden apple, if I remember correctly.
At least one in order to cure the zombie villager down below.
Apparently the loot has not generated. For those who don't know what this structure is.
There's also a guaranteed splash weakness potion available in the brewing stand.
That is true. For those who don't know what this special little structure is, this is a very rare igloo structure where you get a brewing stand, you get a weakness potion, and a golden apple to turn this zombie villager, cure it of its affliction, and get a free villager out of it. Didn't seem like Wizzo wants
has
to.
just shown his hand by identifying how he managed to get the local brewery achievement. I would have suggested it'd be smarter to actually keep that on the down low, make people wonder just how he did it.
True. It's always better to just keep your hands to yourself. But unfortunately, it seems like Wizzo did not want to take a chance with that villager. Maybe get some decent trades, because a cured villager, as we all know, cured villagers do give higher value trades.
I think in the long run here, we're going to want more of the golden apples than the potential trades, unfortunately.
That is true. As we get...
Golden apples are the major reason for why the HUD there is actually showing so many high health people.
Yes, everyone's pretty much back to full health for the most part, except for Sofa. It looks like Sofa might have taken some damage.
A point or two of difference at most.
Yes. It looks like we might be getting set, hopefully, for Deathmatch pretty soon.
Oh, George very nearly taking a tumble in the ravine there.
Let's take a look. Yes, George on the hunt from a spider who's getting caught in the...
Very nearly avoided getting knocked all the way down.
Sofa getting hot stuff. Like we mentioned earlier, fire damage. George also half diamond armor, half iron armor. So we'll see. Wizzo apparently finding another igloo. Let's take a look. Oh, and another turn of events. This is a very rare seed. To have such luck is quite unheard of.
Apparently smelting a bunch of stone for reasons like only known to him.
We'll have to see what happens. Let's take a look at Makashi. Again, Makashi being the underdog in this situation, pretty much haven't left their area. They have pretty much stayed in the same area, or at least the same general area for the most part. Very intriguing as to what...
She may be on the verge of a turning point with this diamond ore that's just on the floor.
That is true. We'll have to see. Makashi, of course, taking very fair precautions.
A diamond sword, it could be even diamond armor.
We'll have to see. Makashi, of course, taking every precaution she can to make sure she doesn't lose this opportunity. This is, of course, her last chance that she could have before going into deathmatch. We're taking a look at the area around her. It looks like she's safe for the most part. The only thing that's terrifying is the darkness. Let's see. 1 diamond. 2 diamonds. 3, 4, 5. This is a oh, 6. That is a very good vein. Sofa getting diamond armor as well. Makashi now has enough armor, enough diamonds, I believe, to at least make a diamond chest plate or an axe.
No, she may be a block. She may be a diamond shy for a chest plate, but she absolutely does have enough potentially for a diamond sword and a diamond helmet.
That is true. We'll have to see what her game plan is. I'm pretty sure now everyone has diamond armor, so Makashi is the only one who doesn't have diamond armor. Very interesting strategy. We'll have to see. We're gonna go I'm gonna take a look at Sneaky and see what Sneaky's up to. Sneaky actually not having diamond armor, but does have a diamond sword to their name. On the surface, just going on around. I don't see a wolf pet at all, which is still very surprising, considering Sneaky did get the achievement for a tamed wolf. Still not seeing it, so I wonder if Sneaky just maybe accidentally had them sit and then just never went back for them. Great pet owner Sneaky is. As we move on, we should have seen everyone get teleported, but I'm guessing that, like we said, we might be having some technical difficulties with the server. Not like I would know or anything. From any prior experience, wink wink nudge nudge, please watch the prior episodes. But Sneaky just lackadaisically moving around on the surface.
The monkey is approaching back towards spawn. In fact,
Oh.
if I'm not mistaken, Monkey has in fact returned to the site of the end of the last season of UHC.
Very interesting. Makashi did just get the Ice Bucket Challenge achievement, meaning she did mine up some obsidian. Very curious. I'm assuming she's going to make a pickaxe. But let's take a look.
Late in the game, I wouldn't recommend that.
Very late in the game. We'll have to see. I believe she's going for an enchantment table if that's the case. But a very, very late choice. Let's take a look at Sofa. Sofa did get diamond armor, so let's take a look at what Sofa's got going on. Diamond chestplate and diamond booties. We'll see if that pays off. And with more diamonds and gold. Ooh, but getting attacked by a skeleton. Sofa, you have a shield. Use it. There you go. Sofa, our resident UHC expert, taking out a skeleton, but did take some damage. If only she had gold nearby to help. There we go. There she goes. There she goes, getting that diamond and that gold ore. We'll have to see what happens. Of course, it seems like another skeleton is going for her. With a creeper nearby, Sofa is having a very rough time in this ravine.
Wizzo pulling off a daring maneuver by digging way down and then surviving by virtue of water at the bottom.
A true mind.
Moment there, I wondered why I didn't see that he'd fallen out of the sky.
Oh no! Sofa did just lose a diamond via water physics. Minecraft water physics, unfortunately pushing it straight to the lava. I'm sure she's kicking herself for that. Some might say Sofa is feeling pretty livid about that. We'll have to see. as the situation draws to its natural conclusion.
If she dies, we can ask her.
Yes, we can ask her ourselves. Wizzo getting also diamond armor. It looks like literally Mikashi is the only one who does not have diamond armor. I would imagine that's the situation. Yes, it seems like Mikashi, only one, unenchanted, no diamond armor to their name. They are at the absolute disadvantage. Wizzo rocking an enchanted diamond chestplate. This is going to be a very interesting situation. Wizzo just tossing their enchanted iron chestplate to the side. Wizzo making their way back up to the surface via water bucket as they make the climb.
George attempting to deftly navigate a litany of dangers in this ravine.
Let's take a look at George as we join lying over at George, fighting off a creeper and a skeleton. Skeletons, of course, being the most dangerous mob when it comes to UHC. If you don't have a shield and you aren't confident in your skills at maneuverability, skeletons are easily some of the worst mobs to have to go up against, but it looks like George took it down no problem.
And he appears to have come out of it with another healing arrow.
Ooh, Sneaky getting a take aim achievement. Very nice. That means we should see Sneaky coming out with a bow. Oop, we hear some damage being done. Let's take a look at George in a second, see where George is at.
Like it took an arrow to the face this time around.
Ah, it's the most sensitive spot in a Minecrafter's body. Let us take a look at what else is going on. George, of course, being, I would say, probably the person who could probably take down Monkey if given the chance.
If anyone in this lineup could take down Monkey, at this point we have to admit it may well be George.
It may well be George. Of course, Monkey, we should take a look and see what Monkey is looking like. I wouldn't be surprised if Monkey was now fully enchanted with diamond armor. Monkey, almost complete diamond armor, still rocking iron boots and an iron sword. Very interesting. Have to know what enchantments they have. Monkey is on the surface, on the prowl, jumping from tree to tree. Looks like Monkey might see somebody. Doing some crouching to check around and see. Looks like Monkey might be investigating a situation.
Well, the only person that we've seen consistently on the surface at this point is Wizzo, and he was miles
That is
away.
true. As we take a look at this situation, let's take a look where Monkey is. 43, 93, negative 18. I'm going to take a look at Wizzo and see where they're at. Maybe not Wizzo. Let's take a look at Sneaky, because Sneaky, negative 54, 108, negative 9. I believe they're actually pretty close. I believe Monkey might see them.
Sneaky and Monkey are indeed very close to each other.
This could, I believe, yes, we're gonna have a showdown. Sneaky does see Monkey off in the distance.
And is opening fire.
Mr. Magoo going for it. Laying down some warning shots on Monkey. They are missing, but it is
So far, unfortunately, taking a pee break.
Very dangerous choice. Sneaky, of course, has to be very cautious with these arrows. Don't want to waste them all, especially with Deathmatch on the approach. This is our first battle that we've seen between our combatants since this began. So we'll have to see how well this goes.
I died, in fact.
Hey. It's alright. It's alright.
We've had to combat in 4 episodes.
It's true. This has been a very slow burn. But a bird, nevertheless. Sneaky, wasting arrows, it seems. Hoping to stick at least one in Monkey's side before Deathmatch begins. But it seems like Sneaky's just wasting arrows at this point. We should be definitely getting into Deathmatch at this point, but it seems like our fortunes are not turning out that way.
Critical arrows are one of the most reliable ways to deal damage to diamond armored players, but that said, I don't know that Sneaky is going to be able to get quite as much damage as he'd like off on Monkey at this rate.
Sneaky is, of course, playing very smart, recollecting these arrows. You don't want to be low on arrows unless you have an infinity enchantment on your bow. If you don't, that is the only guarantee of a good bow, or good reason to have not that many arrows. Unfortunately, Sneaky, not that lucky by the sound of it. Sneaky did enchant something, not sure. I think he might have tried to enchant his bow, but I wouldn't be able to tell you. Of course, Infinity, I believe, is technically a level 30 enchantment, I believe. So, not sure.
It's certainly very unlikely anyone here has it.
It's very true. Monkey, of course.
Monkey is attempting to sneakily approach the hilltop, but I think Sneaky has his eye.
Yep, Sneaky does look like Sneaky is guessing. Sneaky does have like a basic idea.
If Monkey wants to unseat this king of the hill, then certainly he's going to have to start running.
We're gonna have to see what happens.
He's going to have to rely on the inaccuracy at long-range archery in this game.
That's true. Both of our combatants back off the situation. Monkey moving down. Surprised Monkey hasn't gone for a stealth attack in this situation.
I think he was attempting to stealth in, but he didn't quite realize just how much terrain there was between him and Sneaky.
It's true. Monkey, of course, being very cautious as they move around. Terrain generation is very deadly if not properly accounted for. Monkey seemingly backing off for just a tad so they can get a good idea. Maybe even move in a little bit closer to Sneaky. Let's take a look at where Sneaky
taking some full damage.
Ooh, that's
attempting to go in close.
Sneaky, of course, not heeding my words that I just said. Could we see a 1v1 duel as we get set? Sneaky up on top. Let's take a look, see if we can find where Monkey is in accordance. I'm not seeing Monkey.
Maneuvering around the hill.
It's true.
But they might have lost sight of each other.
I very well would believe it. Following
up with the rest of our cast.
Yes, please do. I will keep my eye on the Sneaky.
Has reached the surface.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Sofa remain underground. Sofa appears to be dancing.
Dancing through life, as the musical says. But
see how this fateful fight goes.
I'll have to take a look. I'm looking around with Sneaky to see where they could be.
Sneaky is approaching onto Monkey, who has not crouched and may not realize that he's looking in the complete wrong direction.
Taking a look at the battlefield. We're gonna take a look. We're gonna go right inside Sneaky's vision and see just what we could see. Being very cautious with that maneuverability. But like we saw with last season, sometimes a good stealth attack is all you need. Could this backfire though on Sneaky? Monkey, of course, our reigning champion.
Is much slower. Monkey is running very far ahead of him.
True. You don't want to lose track, but you don't want to lose track of your opponent, but you also don't want to sacrifice that stealth, that surprise. Of course, this was the winning tactic that got Monkey their victory in Season 1 of the WOM UHC. So, we'll have to take a look and see.
Now, I would take umbrage with that assessment on the basis that I was the one that snuck up behind him.
That's fair. That is fair. As you were the final two combatants, that is fair. That is fair. My apologies.
It remains a topic of some what's the phrase here?
Debate?
Yeah, it remains a topic of debate exactly as to what ultimately bore out on the victory. There was a running battle straight down the edge of a cliff at that point.
That is true. That is true. For those who want to see,
Very close to the wire.
for those who are curious as to see what happened with Womb 1, please go watch all the channels. Ooh!
Engage, everybody.
We are in a battle. Ooh! Monkey having a fire aspect sword. Could this be the end? Sneaky down to 3, 2. You have a shield. Use it. 1 heart. Sneaky is done. Oh, not even dying to Monkey. Dying from fall damage.
Monkey barely taking any damage in that entire fight just due to the sheer volume of armor.
GG's in the chat for Sneaky Magoo.
Monkey was still only down 2 hearts. 4 health.
A very well fought battle indeed as we get ready to see.
The remains of Sneaky are scattered across the hill.
As we get ready, I believe Sneaky should be joining us in this VC soon enough as we get set for deathmatch. Enjoy my cobble nerd. Definitely words that have been spoken.